We've got the staff, the manpower, myself, him and I, that being TurboTabs. Bum, ArchRhythm here to bring you this wonderful continuation of ETF2L Season 36, Week 4. Bum, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited to see a heavy fist fight of Division 1 players. People are arguing, is Viaduct the only actually not symmetrical map in the game? So both teams want this blue team, I believe. Utka versus Mia on the fists.
As we onlook and just in awe of the heavies, who do you think is going to win the fist fight?
Well, they're just trading blows 1-for-1 at the moment, but looks like Utka's going to win that out eventually.
Yeah, fine prediction.
Yeah, no time for a prediction with his lovely sign with a tank on it. But yes, that means that they're going to be able to pick which team they want. And it looks like they've gone for red.
And it's Boinicle versus Beast Mode, baby. We're going straight into it with this ETF2L Season 36. And the first thing I'm seeing on mid is Deli just chilling on the rock, lobbing bombs over. And a soldier will make his way behind. I believe that's Chris, and he's kind of working away at the flank, whilst the rest of the team is not even flanking. They're just going straight in for the jugular. And during all of that time, Chris never really kind of revealed himself.
Yeah, they just did not care 1 second about Chris making his way in behind. They just ran forwards and got all the frags. Only Deli surviving, and with Mia getting out with her life, that is a juicy 80% advantage here. Looks like Grabber is going to be walking up with his players. They'll see if they'll go for a sack wave here. Utka, first one deep across the point. They're just going to take this fight with the uber disadvantage. Doesn't look like they're going to commit too deeply at the moment, just edging this point. Sylv's in with a bomb, Fun's also making his way across the point, while Utka just tickles it with his feet, tries to edge that cap. And it's now a 30% advantage for Mia. She's looking to get close with Salentes. She does use the Uber on him eventually, but everyone has already scattered so long. They had so long to see that Uber coming and just avoid it entirely. Now it's Grabber's for advantage. They take down Juno on the bomb instantly, and out comes their Uber. Will it be more successful?
Oh, they're on top of Mia. They've peppered her down eventually, throwing enough bodies at her, and let's see if they've got enough power in the tank to actually deal with all these remaining players. And it seems that just the good aggression was enough to give the advantage over to Beast Mode, and they will take away some time away from this timer, despite Bonicle's very good start there.
Yeah, but both teams trading lots of players, including the medic. That comes out in Boinicle's favor. In fact, they get these faster respawns due to not owning the point. They're going to be walking forwards again already. Dr. Phil in through the flank, trying to fight 2 scouts on his own. Isn't going to work out. The scouts for Boinicle also trying to touch the point, but gets swiftly taken down by Sylvs there.
Yeah, it seems that they're all going into it one by one and kind of trying to attack the blob, maybe even get them from a just like a blindsiding angle, but they're just not having it here over on Beast Mode. Very well done, because it looks like to Boinicle, I get the sort of impression that nobody's really panicking. Everyone's kind of calm on Boinicle.
Utka's hiding in the power spot. Oh, 2 shots into Mia, he gets the force! Incredible play hiding in main there from Utka, so that evens out the Ubers. Grabber did not have his beforehand, and now neither does Mia. Boinicle will get the point from it, but the instant refight is here from Beast Mode.
They have claimed the point, but they got a couple of kills with that, so it's not the worst Uber in the world here. Phil's going in, and he gets a kill onto Grabber. Much better than a force now, so they need to just team up here and protect Mia. That is usually the first person on the chopping block for any team that's lost their medic.
Yeah, so just waiting for Grabber to respawn now. Let's see if they go for a sack wave this time. Obviously, Mia has a sizable advantage, and they don't have anyone in a spot to hide, so
Deli
looks like, yep, Deli
prep
in
the
with
jump.
the bomb.
He's got it. Oh my god! Oh, he destroyed Mia! My god, what a... I couldn't think of two well-placed shots in the game of Viaduct. That looks so crisp.
And now only Chris alive here to try and keep Grabber away from Potato does eventually get this kill, and Utka cleaning up the point as well. What a crazy air shot there.
Jesus,
Didn't
Paige.
even need the rest of his team to sack wave with him. He's just like, you know what, I'll go and air shot Mia.
It was a perfect sticky as well. It was like the one that launched him up in the air, 100 damage. It couldn't have been more like textbook TF2, as they're still realizing that the Ubers haven't entered the equation so far, so they're going to see if they can cheekily take this point away. The Ubers should kick in any second now as Grabber's got it, and Deli, feeling like a hero, is going to rock up with that Uber, potentially take him out. He sees the medic, so they could take this aggressively here, but wants to get some pipe kills before they even pop off the Uber, and they're losing a couple of their own players before even having to pop it off, and they are building Uber during this entire time bomb. Mia should have it round about now.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see them use their Boinicle were clearly uncomfortable and all within range of the Uber, but Grabber just milking that Uber instead. Both players traded a few kills, and now we see the Ubers finally come in. It's significantly better for Grabber, but he doesn't have a scout to go onto to chase any frags with it. Utka will instead just run in without the Uber, gets the kill on Dr. Phil anyway, and Leth actually gets taken down by Chris as well. So we're in a 4v5 fight now. Fun Ruiner, that's Juno, also going down. So just Nyet and Potato left alive. Deli bombing in over the top once again, really aggressive. He's going to get chased down by Potato here, but will manage to stay alive, just backing out across the point. They've been so aggressive, and a good offense is the best defense. This point has been ticking down the clock all this time. There's 1 second left. Everyone on Boinicle needs to get on it right now. This is the last fight of the round.
Just too many players though. They're all just running all over poor Boinicle, and I think it all started with that Uber. They wanted to take their Uber in. You know that sort of feeling, Bum, when you're a soldier, you don't want to use any of your rockets, you want to use them aggressively during the Uber, and you're just tanking so much damage at the start that, and you just taking it all in because you can't jump away because that's your Uber rockets, you know, you don't want to use them. So they end up taking a bad fight, and it kind of crumbled from there. But that's the first round. The second round is now. Maybe they can move past this, and oh god, it's a good start for Boinicle, bad start for Beast Mode, as they will lose Utka immediately.
Chris just got in behind the
Phil though, Phil comes in and does one better. Like, an air shot is an air shot, but a double kill is a double kill, and he's even going to start, well, he's not going to cap the point. It seems Juno will give Phil that honour, but I mean, I'm a numbers man, not an air shot man.
Utka seems to be just on the enemy team side of point 90% of this game. Right at the start of that mid, he just held W and fed into them, and from there the fight was pretty much over. Chris managed to salvage that air shot onto Mia, but here comes the bombs from Boinicle. Not going to work out. Mia's down once again, just left fighting on the point in a 1v1 with Utka. And now it's Sylves and Funds trying to get Grabber out while Kartoffel chases them down. But they've maintained this Uber advantage for Grabber.
It must be very confusing to all the players and watchers out there with all these different nicknames, making it very confusing, but hopefully I'll try and go through them at some point when there isn't a complete chaos happening right now. They will force the Uber out of Grabber, and they're going to try and go aggressive with it. Deli's jumping in. He's got the lockdown on Mia, and Mia has been taken out. And Solentes, Mr. Nia, will be killed as well, and that's a
Grabber
wipe.
is so low, and Potato's hiding in the house. Out he comes.
Oh.
That's the easiest kill of his life. Well played by Potato there, just to clean up Grabber on the end. That means that Mia will have a small ad on this respawn. Quite a long respawn, in fact, for Grabber. Utka once again hiding on the enemy side of the map. We'll see if he can do what he did last time. He's taunting to see around the corner there.
I thought he was just smiling for the camera. Well, he's going to come out of the corner now. He's on top of Mia, and there we go. Gets her with the free shot, and with the medic down, this kind of stunts the push for Boinicle. So they still want to kind of go with the idea of pushing in, though. Maybe getting a Hail Mary picks here and there. They have a rough idea where Grabber is, but he's fortified in that house, and the rest of his team are out there fighting. Oh my god, that was a nice little shot coming out from Juno there, Mr. Fun Ruiner indeed, as he will kind of almost get plucked out. Chris is surfing his rockets, he's gonna crate it to it as well, and Fun Ruiner still on the rampage. 69 isn't a random number, that's how many funds he's ruined. He takes another one for the team. It's Fun Ruiner 70 it should be.
Oh my god, Juno there, just destroying that scout above him. I think it was Funz who also got killed by a sticky that Silentes was just spamming at the exact same time. Utka, by the way, has managed to slither his way behind again, and he's just casually taking 1v3s and stuff. Everyone now from Beast Mode bombing forwards. They get everything but the frag they needed. Mia escapes with her life, so they'll get the point, but Mia will be returning with 100% Uber very shortly.
Alright, full Uber advantage. They just need to not drop here, and it seems to be quite a tall order on Ask, it seems to be in this game, because they can't really get to the front line without something happening, so they're going to give it their best go though. They need to watch out for any traps. It's expected that there's going to be some sneaky low trap play. They will pop off Uber early, and they will just push them out, it seems. Get those scouts on the 4x cap, but here comes the collapse here from Beast Mode, and they're just running all over them. They're even pulling out the sword to slay the dragon that is Silentes. He'll go down. They keep their medic alive, but what is it worth a medic alive if he's got nobody to heal?
Yeah, one thing that Boinicle are really struggling with is they're making their Uber charges so obvious. They're telegraphing that information seconds in advance by just waddling towards the point. Everyone on Beast Mode is like, oh, there's going to be an Uber, let's just run away, and they manage to dodge it every time. Ooh. Now out comes their Uber, and they immediately get Mia every time they use. It's just perfect focusing the right targets here.
Oh, good night, Dr. Phil. See you later. Oh my god, look at the damage coming out from Mr. Silentes here, as he will go down to, again, another sword. But it was a good turnaround. They did a little topsy-turvy switch of the halves of maps for a second there, and it could have been worse. It could have been better for both of these teams, Bum.
Utka in his favourite spot once again. Will get shut down immediately by Phil this time. Chris trying to make his way into the flank, also shut down by Phil. And now it's overtime in favour of Beast Mode. They cap this point one more time. They get another round. So they're just composing themselves here. They know that Mia won't have the Uber yet. They could take a dry push, and with that pick on Dr. Phil, they'll be doing that right now.
Yeah, it seems both Roman and Silver just kind of bump into each other here, and they're just running into them over on Beast Mode. I feel like they can afford themselves to just calm down a little bit. A Crits has popped out. I guess they wanted to speed up the tempo of this game, or at least get something built up, and the quickest thing that's going to build is a crit streak after all. So I like this play. I can understand it. 1 minute left on the clock. They can, again, they've got time on their side over on Beast Mode, but I imagine every second that goes down, they're panicking a bit more. Will they keep making the same mistakes?
Yeah, there was some panic there by Mia forcing crits, which isn't really necessary. Now there's 2 for 2 frags. Left and Phil running across the point, immediately shut down. A nice bow from Mia keeps Potato alive, and a nice surf out as well. Will keep her alive a second longer before she's hunted down by Sylves. And the Uber comes out on point. That's the nail in the coffin. They just need to cap up this point, and it's another round for Beast Mode.
There we go. They played things calm, and nothing more calmer in this game, Bum, than an Uber charge. Nice, safe Uber charge. They even had a Kritzkrieg as well, so there was no immediate sort of easy counterplay for that Uber once it came out.
Yeah, Mia panicked using that Kritzkrieg when she went low. It's not like an Uber. You don't have to use it to keep yourself alive. If you get forced with a Kritzkrieg and it does nothing, you might as well have dropped it. It's roughly the same thing. So that could have made a bit of a difference at the end of that fight. Now, we do come into the third mid. It's immediate aggression from Boinicle. Their first soldier goes down, but Dr. Phil in behind finds the rocket on Grabber. Nice surf up to the cliff. Keeps him alive. In the meantime, Utka once again just feeding in the enemy grass.
Oh, but Silves right on top of Mia, and Mia goes down again. I'm starting to see the pattern here, Bum, as, oh, well, okay, well, Fun Ruiner Juno is coming back into the fight, and he wants to take names, he wants to take players. He might like this name of Grabber. He's surfing a lot of rockets, but there's only so many rockets you can surf before you die, young sir. Oh, he gets a nice little rocket to kill off Deli as well, and it seems Silves may want to enter the fight, put on his best Juno impression as well. The scouts beat him to it. Utka, and I thought he was going to go and do the same.
Sort of straight away feeding.
What's he doing? Why is he just walking in there? What did he think he could kill?
He just holds W non-stop this game. Even on the mid-fight, him dying so early and having no scout at the end of the fight was nearly costly for them, but they did clutch it out. Utka is desperate to get 50 deaths on his logs, it looks like. as now another fight comes in. Thunderrunner immediately.
Mia's gone down, and Potato wanted to die as well, occupying the same space that soldier would have wanted bombed onto, and they don't have enough health packs to go around here. Dr. Phil will take the medicine first. He is a doctor after all, and it looks like a tactical retreat is on the cards for Boinicle.
Yeah, there's definitely a pattern here with every time I talk about Boinicle's soldiers bombing forwards, I get immediately interrupted to Mia dying on the backlines. Someone is not protecting her well enough, or she's not playing in the right spots herself, because she is dying so frequently. It's giving Beast Mode a lot of free opportunities as we get another fake bomb there from Sylvs. Dr. Phil on to grab it, immediately surfs that one away. So with Syl and Dr. Phil, and now Juno as well falling, they're going to have to run back to spawn.
I see that they're trying to do the same sort of beats, the same sort of moves as Beast Mode here, but Boinicle are just... I don't know, they're just not hitting the same sort of tempo or the kind of power that they're resonating off over on Beast Mode right now.
Hiding again, in he comes. Oh, he gets called out immediately though, has to run away. Will he get caught in the territory again?
Back into the waning arms of Grabber. Does miss the first waning arm, however. The Ubers have popped out and they have gone aggressive for Boinicle, and it seems Mia is kind of caught in no man's land. Went into the arms of a roaming soldier, and with Mia taken out of the equation, they just need to look after Grabber now. And let's see what Grabber's... He actually has to deal with a scout, and the scout's going to get that kill. He might even get a bonus Demoman kill as well. There's a 2v1 slaughterfest between these two scouts here. And it's so cruel to watch, but I can't stop watching.
There are so many situations for Beast Mode where just having an extra scout alive would be very nice. Here comes Utko with the feed again. As I say that, he doesn't manage to get it once again. But yeah, it just seems there's so many fights with Boinicle, with Beast Mode, sorry, that end up with just a Demo and Medic alive. The Demo obviously not the best combat class all on his own.
Ooh, nice little protection shot from Funds there, and they're looking pretty good. They could probably take this point, weasel it out from them, as they're lacking numbers and health here over on Boinicle, and it doesn't help that Delhi is raining fire from the sky as well, so they will take a tactical retreat. They have got that Uber advantage. Oh, nice! Triple sticky sink!
Utka's hiding once
Delhi,
again.
and he might even get this roaming soldier over by
Here comes
cliffside as
Utka.
well. He's gone in there, he's actually pulled it off this time, and he's going to take the tunnel, and this time he's going to survive. The soldier gets blindsided by Utka as well. I mean, and he's back to smiling for the camera, checking around that corner. Oh no, Potato shakes his head. No sir, not today. As the taunt locks him in to his death, and they can make a repush here, but it's going to be a hard repush because they have got the overtime going to kick in any second for Beast Mode, and they have to just make the push despite them being an uber charge advantage up on Beast Mode. Potato's doing a good job of actually dodging most of that uber and taking up some hellfire. The soldiers have come back in though, and that is hellfire.
Oh my, I was not I was thinking they were just trying to keep the point alive for the repush there, just trying to get overtime onto it, but instead they just collapse and get 6 kills in a row in the kill feed, just completely win it out without even any need of it going on any longer. Just Beast Mode rolling over Boinicle on this first map.
So going into it finally now, and if you're just joining us, this is Critscast, this is ETF2L Season 36, Week 4 of this Div 1 gameplay, Boinicle versus Beast Mode. It's brought to you with the minds of TurboTabs, Bum, and ArchRhythm, and the first thing I'm seeing on this middle is Nier, Mr. Silentias. It's just raining a little bit of hot sticky onto onto Delhi, but Delhi shrugs it off, doesn't really care. Dr. Phil will clean up the kill onto Funds though, going a bit aggressive there, and it's getting steamy on this mid fight. Chris is going to kind of bring the steam to dissipate, calm things down. It will be a Beast Mode mid.
Worth pointing out that Mia was the literal first person to die on the mid and is now unable to heal anyone. She's just got her first respawn. She didn't even make it into mid. She was still in Saw, and one of the soldiers for Beast Mode just went above everyone's head and two-rocketed Mia, who was standing in a corner on a health pack. So that was a very, very swift and decisive mid for Beast Mode. We do have Leth on the sniper and Potato on the sentry gun. As the Uber comes in, they immediately bomb into the level 3. That's going to go down very quickly. Leth still finally switches off sniper now. Dr. Phil rebombing the point after the stickies have been blown, but all the frags going the way of Beast Mode. They're just playing the point now. Only Sil left alive. Cannot do anything. That's a 1 minute 40 round.
Thank you for tuning into this lecture of TF2 101. You can close your textbooks of TF2 because that was just pretty much a paragraph straight out of it, Bum. That was like the third page there, right next to the content, because it looked like pretty simple for Beast Mode, really showing us how to take advantage of that Uber advantage.
Yeah, Chapter 1, how to mid-fight. Chapter 2, how to roll a last push off a mid-fight. Both entries secured.
Oh
Gino in
no!
with the first bomb.
It's Salentes' turn now. He's going to go down immediately at the start of the fight. The two classes you'd really don't want to lose at the start, the Medic and the Demoman, and this time they're going for the Demoman flavor. They might actually get a counterplay onto Grabber this time, but he serves it away. Chris, he smells potatoes around the corner. He wants a bit of potato salad. He can't seem to mash him though. He's going to get round this corner, maybe take another health back. Oh no, Chris protects that health back and will clean him up, and they've got that midpoint now. They're already claiming second point as I speak, and they've got an overcharge over on Mia, but I don't think they can really take advantage of it because they haven't got the player, the manpower.
Well, Chris is Irish, right? So it's not a surprise he can smell out potato from a mile away.
Heyo!
Heyo! And we're into a stalemate, as we said before. Left up on sniper, Potato on the engineer, building that sentry right in the middle.
I don't know what was worse, my hot sticky comment or your potato comment. Jesus Christ. As Silvez is trying to go aggressive here, wants to bring some room to his team as they push in, going in dry on this right hand side, and he bonks his head there. We're going to pretend we didn't see that, Silvez, and hopefully they might get this pick onto Salentes, who's just poked his head around the corner, takes the crossbow. It's like it never happened.
Yeah, he got a bit overzealous, went down very low, but thankfully no one follows up on it. If they lost their demo man there, that would have been very juicy. And speaking of juicy, that's a headshot from Leth onto Chris.
Yeah, I hope you're all keeping count at this point. Bloke is left. We've got, it's much easier over on Beast Mode. We don't even have to explain them. Dandair is Mia. Nier is Salentes. My God, I am wishing the Prem rules book roundabout now. As
yeah,
we will get
hoping we see lots of minor warnings for this.
ATF2L, they'll definitely do that, right?
Leth trying to take an angle, but Grabber is directly beneath him. Unless Leth wants to eat a face full of stickies, he's not going to get anything.
Oh,
Chris on his way into last gets sniped down by a level 3 on the other hand. So
I don't know what you expected to happen, but okay. Oh, Bloke almost lands a shot. Left. Oh God, he sneaked up onto Utka. Utka had no clue what was going on. Silvez is good thing he's watching out for his buddy because Utka is none the wiser.
Yeah, that was odd. That was a spy play as sniper, and now they are just buffing everyone through this big door area, just spamming out that sentry. They have so many players over here. Deli and Funds both fall.
Oh, he gets the body shot instead onto left as well. He's got the crosshair on top of the medic, but Mia will go around the corner. Oh, she comes back around the corner, then goes back away from the corner, then back around the corner again. She gets sniped. They must have had no idea where this sniper was, despite left going down earlier from it.
That's really poor. That just okay. Repeating the sniper like 4 times. I guess neither her or the soldier she was healing really knew where he was or what was going on, but
I mean,
oh well.
Maybe people need to start connecting to that Mumble channel, you know, communicate here, Bum. Start discussing where this sniper is, and Deli, he's demanding in his Mumble channel to get the Uber on top of him, and then they're going to take out the sentry gun and try and find out what easy picks they can get. There's a banner being invoked, but it's been put down just as quickly as it was brought out. Nice pipes! coming out from the Frenchman, and let's see if they can still keep rolling it here on this last point, and it's just a meat grinder at this point. It's 2-0 for Beast Mode, and it's looking very similar to the first map, Bum.
Yeah, only one down. They get all 6 kills on that last push. They didn't even get anything with the Uber. It had already faded, and they were looking in pretty bad position on the low ground after that Uber. They didn't even care. They just wipe up every single kill anyway. Beast Mode just a class above. You could say a division above the other team. I wonder why they're in this old division, but here we come to the third match.
This is where the X-File music starts playing. Oh no, it's happening again. It's taking over. It's Groundhog Day over on this Snakewater middle. They lose Salentes again, and the dominoes keep falling here. Silvez, he wants more, but he gets beaten to the punch. There isn't enough meat for the Lions here, Bum, as they're just being torn apart on this Snakewater.
Yeah, Mia surviving will be crucial. Sylv's already scouting out this left-hand side, though. They're in through Big Door, take down the sentry.
Oh,
and he's in for a big bomb.
Oh my god, did he actually get that shot? That was a bit disgusting to look at, but
well,
my god, the tracking on that man.
Sticky trap anyway.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's a team game, you know, Team Fortress 2. I'm sure that it had some sort of impact. The scout, ooh, getting bullied up in this forward lobby. Utka will go down to Dr. Phil, and he prescribes some more headshots coming out from left. Left, feeling pretty good round about now. Will kind of be silenced by the Fun sniper. The fun is over now, says Funds, and he's going to pick up a sniper rifle himself, see if he can cause as much chaos as Left has been doing. They've got the Uber charge for both of these teams, but it's all eyes on Funds right now. He's in the driving seat to see who pushes and who doesn't.
Yeah. Chris saw an opportunity on Salentes there, tried to go in for it, but the sentry is just so powerful in that spot.
Oh, okay, two casual pipes, gets the kill onto Grabber. Nobody watching that ramp area. That ramp area, very, very dangerous for both teams, it seems, Bum.
Yeah, Grabber's up so close to all the rest of his team and so close to the door. You can heal players there from a while away. You don't need to be hugging it like that. But there we have it. Bloke immediately going down.
No.
2 scouts, in fact, down on the repush out, and the Uber used. They only get Sylvs for their money, and now it's a Demoman 1v1 out on grass. Funds chasing him down as sniper, looking for a SMG kill. He will get
nice
it.
Crossbow from Grabber, keeping Deli alive there. Otherwise, he would have been food for Dr. Phil. And they keep the second point defended, and with just a heavy weapons guy and a scout left, can they even make a defense, let alone hold it?
Probably not. There's Chris immediately in onto the point.
He's down.
Yeah, three swift rounds. I mean, when Grabber can drop and you still make your team look better out of the exchange, like, you're clearly doing a lot right, or the other team's doing a lot wrong, or both.
I'm pretty sure in my textbook, TF2, Bum, if you pop off an Uber, you shouldn't be losing players. You should be maybe killing players instead. They lost 2 players during the start of that Uber charge. It was not very good TF2, as this time Salentes opting a different route to avoid all the hassle and the damage and attention, but just takes as much sort of brunt of it. Oh, Mia! Cutting off that health pack away from the roaming soldier, putting matters in her own hands, and Mr. Fun Ruiner, Juno, is doing some decent damage. He wants to mine this last soldier, but he will get killed instead. Chris, he's the only one to really breathe over on Beast Mode. He's good. He's not going to be breathing for long. He's a 1 HP warrior. He's a no HP warrior.
Well, this is a completely different Boinicle to the one we were seeing. They've got 100% ad this time. It's in their favour, for once not against them.
Alright, boys.
Looks like still already moving into lobby. He's all on his lonesome here, but there's no one really ready to punish it. Looks like Leth and Phil want to take this up lower to right. We'll see the sentry gun already up from Utka on the spawn door.
Chapter
Just buffing
2.
people up, taking their time.
Chapter 2, boys. You know where the page is. We were here not moments ago. As they're going in now, they will pop off the Uber. They will get Salentes covering one of those doorways immediately, focusing down that Demoman. He's pivotal to get this kill onto him, but he's being kept alive. He will go down. to the force, the Uber from them, but is it so much for them to deal with over on Beast Mode? And this final round capping off means yes, it is too much.
Yeah, all of Beast Mode found themselves on the same side of last, and, you know, 6 people coming out of a door, you're just asking to be crushed by all the same damage. And that's exactly what Boinicle did, all that explosive damage, doing damage to several targets at a time, just putting out huge numbers of pain.
18 minutes left on the clock. Still a long time in FPS land. You see Delhi being a bit quicker than Silentes there, giving them the slight upper hand to get those stickies off and early, and they'll isolate Dr. Phil very early on these mid-fights. Fonz even gets up a nice extra double kill as well, and he's continuing the streak here. 3 kills. But this Scout, he's killed half of the team, and he may even get another. Oh, actually, no, that's Utka. Utka wants to finish off the rest. It's a fight between both of these Scouts. Fonz gets the last slice out of this Boinicle team.
Yeah, I mean, even that mid was looking better for Boinicle. They have managed to get out of this habit of immediately losing a critical player in the mids, so I guess the chasing was just far too good from Beast Mode. They just kept that pressure up, take everyone down one by one, get Mia as the final kill, put her on a long respawn, and you get a massive Ubercharge advantage. We're back to Chapter 2 again, Turbo.
Oh man, I know this like the back of my hand at this point, but let's see if they've been studying here over on Beast Mode. It's a potential final exam in the heads of these players, as it's going to be hard to come back from 4 rounds up, let alone 3, as they will take out that sentry gun. They get it's a few players down. They do lose Grabber during all that, but he's done his job, and there we go. Foundations laid, 4th round put on the board. Is it 5-0 in the hearts of all these players right now, Bum?
Mia didn't heal anyone on last.
Excuse me, what? No, that's not supposed to happen.
Her combo was on the left side, and they all just died while she was failing to reach anyone with the Medibeam on the right side.
That's it. Mia, go to the principal's office. This is not going to be held in the school of Kado. All right, we're playing some more Team Fortress 2 Middle Snakewater edition, and this time Phil is going to go straight in for the jugular. No health packs trying to be absorbed in. No easy pickoffs. Oh, actually, maybe one health pack for the road. He's going to get a nice damaging rocket and some area denial against Beast Mode, and they've left 1 scout on midpoint so they can keep this aggression going. They want to go. Oh my! There was a scout there. He's gone. He's not of this world anymore. But oh my god, he just turned around the corner and ate a big fat pipe.
You really have to hate it when that happens. Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm just I don't know what's it's all the sexual innuendos. They're just going high tonight. Okay, we're still going in. Oh god, they're just taking it full frontal here in this Snakewater last. It's rude to watch, but I can't look away, Bum.
Yeah, double sack immediately, followed by a push out from Beast Mode. They're gonna get another frag.
Oh, the drop! Oh no, you don't ever want to see that. That's not good. They were begging, waiting for that Uber. That was their entire defense was bettered on that Uber charge there. Are they even going to mine Dr. Phil with the pickaxe there? Potato maybe can get this kill to Grabber. He's injured. His attention has been kind of taken away, as well as his life. And he's 3 HP. He might get out. No, Silvez will punish him for his sins, but what is going on with these medics?
I mean, Boinicle made the best out of a bad situation, but
Mia's
so out of position.
No, Daddy, no, not again. It hurts. No, not the medic. Oh, finally. Mia will survive a little skirmish.
Oh my god. Oh dear. Yeah, that drop was not a good look. Utka again doing his favourite strategy of hide in a corner and do the director's vision to look around the corner. He's gonna find 2 players walking straight past him, but Juno sniffs him out.
Oh, okay. Well, Uka, easy pick, easy life. As they're going to get the second point, they haven't really got the manpower or the threat of the Uber to hold on to it. So it looks like another last defense, but they're feeling pretty comfortable here. Chris, so much so that he's actually doing some sort of shenanigans. Nobody is watching right side. Not a single soul, and they've been punished for it. This is... Maybe they shouldn't be in Prem, but what is going on? They push anyway as well. Okay.
Left hiding drop down. No one's cleared that out. He has a free and open last. Everyone's just ran for it. This is a free round for Leth.
Oh no. Is he being dealt with? He's been blocked. Chris, the final one to deal with him. And he's a real team player here. Not only gets the massive pick onto Mia, gets the saving grace for that round as well.
Juno, the next one, up to the block on the back cap attempt, jumps over to second, but he's far too late, and he knows it. He's not even going to start the cap. The announcer would announce his position. Instead, he can bomb mid onto an AFK Utka and get a very free kill indeed.
I like that play out of a roaming soldier. If you're going to die, die for the cause. Get a kill, last one out, locks the door, as the soldier says, and funds. Trying to get aggressive, using this ramp, using this Uber. He's getting a 3 Dr. Phil kill. He wants more. They pop off Uber, scared of just the funds threat alone, and they're going to go aggressive with it. Chariot scouts are yeehaw all over, running all over. Grabber and company, and I can't believe that worked, bum.
Oh, Silves just picks up Mia right at the end with one last stray rocket. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Utka now fighting Juno will win out that 1v1. Now he has Salentes to contest with. He's going to run away, see if he can fight off Leth instead in the lower area here. But it's a 2v1 as he gets flanked by Potato.
Okay, so things need to maybe recollect themselves for both of these teams here. Getting a bit scrappy, getting a bit loosey-goosey as Phil, he's fighting and so wants to take the health pack, I guess, before he made a swift escape, but Chris has other things in mind. With him going down, that's an opportunity for Sil maybe to go for an aggressive play here, but it's going to be hard from the watchful eyes of these scouts.
Instead, it'll be Funds running into feed, Silves bombing into 2 scouts as well, and Deli just throwing his life away on top of that. Very interesting decision from Beast Mode to 4-man sack onto a team that doesn't have Uber. Utka, though, in doing his usual plays, hiding in a corner, and he gets Mia again. Of course he does, every time he wants to. He just has her number.
Right, it seems like we've got Beast Mode, and then we've got Buffoon Mode, Bum, because they're just... What are they doing? What are they doing? So Funds goes in, I guess, tries to make a distraction. The soldier goes down. The Demoman then goes in. A soldier tries to take another fight. Grabber's in no man's land to deal with anything. They're already capping second point. They've got the forward respawn locked down with Salentes, because of course that's going to happen. A scout's running in now from Utka. What? Why?
And on top of all this, Mia is on crits, so it would have been even if she hadn't made this decision, but now they do have the crits Krieg advantage. They're walking into last even before they even have this Uber.
The 2 sets of stickies on point as well. The scout wants to kind of get on top of it, but he's just running into 3 players. They're going in. They would have had the crits up earlier. I don't understand. Am I watching Speed? Can nobody stand still? Does everybody keep moving? Otherwise they die? Because it seems if they keep moving, they'll die as well.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that decision making. If it was Uber versus Uber, completely viable to go into last there, but you've already chosen to go crits and get yourself an advantage that way. You might as well play around the crits, you know, play to utilize it rather than try and take a dry push fight. Now
they have the crits as well. They tried to surprise them, surprise factor, but they come around the corner with an Uber charge, the greatest checkmate here in TF2, and it's just 1 scout reigning supreme on this mid. They're going for the double back cap play, sneaky here from Beast Mode, and they will, well, actually, a Boinicle onto Beast Mode. They might even get the second back cap. Potato, he's running for it. He's on last. He's got to deal with a soldier, though, and a scout. He will get killed, but he's brought so many souls back to last point. It makes this second point a bit awkward.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, it would have been Beast Mode's mid there, but Boinicle with that play just bring the fighting back to second, maybe even last if this fight gets won out as well.
Okay, Deli going in, wants to create some room for his team. Everyone's a bit low, taking a lot of damage here. Some people want to get healed, some people are in the direct line of fire there. and Dr. Phil wants to create some space for his team that is punching down so low as well, and they're actually getting cleaned up here over on Boinicle, and they have to hightail it back out, keep that Uber charge advantage in their favor.
They're going to trade here to deny the...
Nice denying shot there from left. Very nice. So they want to hold on to this. It will mean they have the respawn advantage. Oh, nice pipes coming out from Salentes. Couldn't quite finish off the final kill there. Dr. Phil comes back from the world of the living barely, as he's just got 1 HP, and coming back to his teammates now. And they've got the Uber charge. This is the time to push. The scout is trying to get in behind Utka. It's all he knows, Bum. It's all he knows.
Yeah, he's very much a one-trick pony of taunt in a corner, and if it doesn't work out, he's just feeding. So now we're in a 5v6. Looks like Dr. Phil already into last with a huge bomb. There's no gun up yet.
Okay, well, Phil's gone down immediately. He was way too far ahead compared to the rest of his teammates. They had an Uber charge there. They will pop it off now, but Grabber's got his Uber as well during all of that chaos, and they're getting some point pressure here. They're just pushing them off the point. A second round on the board for Boinicle. Is it a comeback?
I think it's a symptom of what I predicted a little bit earlier of Beast Mode just kind of trolling, Utka just throwing a bit, and Boinicle punishing for them, which is like really good to see, and hopefully it continues. We'll see Boinicle trying to come back into this game, make it a close one at the very least, into the 7th mid now.
Alright, so Salentes is going to get another welcome sticky from Delhi. Delhi's this time being kind of punished and dealt with in these mid-fights, and oh my god, the collapse is happening whilst Salentes was getting all that health back, and the scouts are the only ones that managed to, well, I'd say survive. They're still going down one by one, and those longer respawns are going to hurt just a little bit as they've left a scout on mid for Boinicle here, and it's looking good for that comeback, Bum.
Yeah, it really is. Another chapter 2, as we call it, the conversion into last with this full Uber advantage, but they have no presence on second. They're really scared of moving there for some reason. That could have been an opportunity, and in fact it is. Chris just ganked Sil in lobby.
I don't think that was even a gank. I think Salentes just kind of walked into lobby and was a little shot like, oh, they're holding this area. Who would have guessed? Alright, maybe I'm getting a bit taunty here, but maybe I've just been spoiled by all the Prem gameplay I've been watching recently, that Div 1, they're doing things a lot more like by feeling it out, just going for it.
Yeah, I mean, Sil really got baited by the rest of his team there. They were so slow into second for some reason, standing outside Saw, just messing around, and because of that, I mean, it's now an even Uber situation rather than the massive ad it was previously. And if they still act like it's an advantage, which it isn't, they could get punished hard.
Phil's going in. The sentry gun doesn't have a single eye on him, and they isolate the medic. That's Grabber. He's nowhere near the sentry gun, so the sentry gun can't really cover him there. Had to use his Uber because 2 soldiers kind of flying over your head. You don't really risk those numbers, as they're trying to see if they can play off the player advantage despite being an Uber down, and I think they managed just that as they're being pushed out here over on Boinicle. I regret my words. Mr. Nier, Salentes going in and will block off the point with just seconds to spare, and he's just keeping a good hard eye on it because Funds is still skulking around in these backlines for
Chris is going to get the back cap. And Chris steals second from under their noses.
Oh my god, he's jumping away as well. Will get kind of shot out of the air by Juno, but he's done his job there. Wastes some time, and maybe this will give enough time for Funds to come back and contribute to his team in this last defense. Sentry gun is still up during all of this, however. He will be spammed down, and my god, Funds wasn't worth anything for that last defense there. He came up and immediately died to the soldier in the right-hand door. It's going to be a 3rd round. Comeback! It's happening, people!
Absolutely possible at this point. There's 5 minutes on the clock, more than enough time for Boinicle to come back into this one. 4-3 is the score, and yeah, Boinicle just really played well at the end there. Triple second to last to get the force, and then they knew that they could play their respawns from grass, get the repush with their own Uber. It was kind of sloppy from there, but they managed to get into last in the end and win out the round.
Everyone's feeling the nerves here. It's make or break for Boinicle. A nice little denying air shot coming out from Silvez there to get Grabber's company on the right track, with Juno going down as well. The soldiers don't really have an impact. The scouts aren't having much of an impact as well. The Demoman Eva, as they're trying to get on top of Grabber to kind of even out their losses and maybe not lose the round because of it. But it's time for another page 2. I'm sick of saying that word right now, but it just seems to be the story of these mid-fights.
Yeah, I mean, 2 scouts spotted Silentes and were like, you know what, why don't we both shoot him at exactly the same time? And he just went from buffed to 0 in no time at all. From there was just a complete collapse and a complete team wipe. So now we have, once again, a sentry and a sniper versus a full Uber advantage. Sylv's already poking around lower to see what's going on, but it looks like...
Utke? I guess he wants his team to come in there, but his team wasn't ready to go in, and that's a player down. Not really what you're hoping for when you've got a full Uber advantage.
Yeah, Utke just really desperate to up those deaths on the logs. Once again, seeing what he can do all by himself instead of waiting for the Uber push. And in fact, that might slow it down enough. He's only just respawned now, and he's come up on Sniper. Did they forget that they had a full ad?
Yeah, I think they must have. They must think that they never killed the medic during that entire mid. I mean, they did. They're not believing in themselves enough. They're underselling what they can do on these mid fights. But I guess they cut their losses. They will have Uka on the sniper, and you can't run in with the sniper, right? Like, his whole ability is long range fighting. He can keep himself safe on that class, surely.
Leth sneaking around on the balcony right now as the Frenchman makes his move finally.
He's one with the team! He's one with the team! Get the man an Oscar! He's a great actor! Almost gets another kill onto the sniper as well. Oh no, Mia's gone in, and she's ended up dropping the demo man who wanted to go and push in. Silentes is such a sad boy right now. That Uber charges and that drop means nothing, Bum.
Yeah, that was really not good at all. This is even less good.
They're losing people in the doorways.
They're just walking into trap after trap. I don't understand. They drop the medic and then they try to immediately fight and just drop all their own players. Dr. Phil's going to go down to crater damage here.
He's going to get picked off by nice pipe as well. Nice pipe. Silentes is Silvez is actually going in. Too many people called Sil. There's a person on the point. He's brought so much pressure. That's Chris again. A 5th round. Take some wind out of the sail from this comeback. With 1 minute left, it's over.
It's over. It's not possible. I mean, what I've figured out is that Boinicle need to be worse at the game, actually, because every time they drop Grabber, they find a way to wipe their entire team. I mean, just really well played by Leth there, somehow getting the drop despite all of Beast Mode looking at him, and then it just immediately gets thrown away by trying to take that fight in lobby, and Mia dropping her players, unfortunately. We are officially in trash time. This mid does not have any effect on the score of this game.
It looks good on the logs though. That's alright. You know, YouTube doesn't really care about context.
Yeah, looks a lot better on the logs for anyone that doesn't immediately die in the mid. And Uka gets some mini sentry NG playtime, so he'll have fun with that. He does Widowmaker down Phil on the point there.
Man, it's always stressing fighting an engineer's got that Widowmaker, because again, the implication can't no reloading ever, because these players don't miss. Ooh, nice little headshot from Grabber, of course. Switching off from medic. 10 seconds left. Count with me, chat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. The dream is dead. It's full 6 fat ETF2L points going towards beast mode. Before we start tidying this final game off with a neat little bow, any last words, Bum, for the viewers out there?
Let's give a shout out to both the teams for putting on a show, and shout out to you, TurboTabs. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, that's what I call a correct shout out. All right, I'm gonna give A big shout out to ArchRhythm and Wiethoofd for doing things in the background. ArchRhythm literally right here doing things in the background, showing you the lovely pictures and sounds. Wiethoofd doing a lot of organising. A big shout out to all the staff behind Critscast, TFTV, any sort of casting org out there. And a big final shout out to obviously Bum, my co-caster. Again, pleasure as always. Well met, sir. Great cast. And a big shout out to everybody watching at home. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning into this Critscast of this critical cast of ETF2L Season 36, Week 4, Boinicle versus Beast Mode. Big congrats to Beast Mode and a hard luck for Boinicle. We'll see you soon for some more TF2 action. Keep tuned of their Twitter, their website, the podcast, any sort of Critscast related memorabilia or thoughts, and we'll let you know when our next game is happening. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, old beaver. Away!